Welcome to Bloom at the Yoga Garden, and thank you so much for joining me for this short practice. So we're going to begin by lying back and down in Shavasana. So get yourself nice and comfortable. Take a nice, long, slow, deep inhale and a nice, long, slow, soft exhale. Feel as if you're stretching the crown of your head up towards the end of your mat. Shoulders soft, rolling in towards each other. Black shoulder blades moving in towards each other, that is. Arms slightly rotated so the backs of the hands can be in the floor, the heel of the right foot at the right edge of the mat, the heel of the left foot at the left edge. And just notice how you're feeling. What thoughts are going through your head at the minute? So this short practice is one that I hope will help you to feel happy. Do you feel happy at the minute? Maybe you feel happy because you've set aside this time to get on your yoga mat, and if so, brilliant. Maybe you're just feeling a bit, So hopefully at the end of this practice, you will be feeling happy. So we think that we can't choose our thoughts, that monkey mind that continues to chatter with us all the time. But actually we have much more control and much more choice than we actually believe. So it's up to us which thoughts we engage with. We can engage with those low, negative thoughts, or you can engage with the really happy, uplifting thoughts. And if only you can manage to do that, you will notice such a difference in your whole attitude to your day, to your life, to everything. So having said that, soften the corners of your mouth. Allow your lips to curl into a little smile. So we've spent a few minutes getting ourselves settled, very few minutes. So now we're almost ready to begin the physical aspect of our practice. So just bring your knees in towards your chest, give them a little squeeze. We rock from side to side, nothing too strenuous. And of course, please remember, maybe give your ankles a wee rotation. One way and then the other, nice, not too fast. Don't do anything that doesn't suit you. So we're going to be working on hips because, funnily enough, hips are quite indicative, if you like, of how your heart is. Hips can store a lot of emotion. So now we're going to straighten the left leg out along the mat, squeeze your right knee in a wee bit more, and just gently encourage it down towards or up towards the right shoulder. And then we'll swap sides. So of course, keep your left keep the straight leg bent. You don't have to have a straight leg for this. So swap sides, take your left knee down towards the right shoulder. And as I say, you can keep that knee in the floor and you'll immediately find that makes life a lot easier. But it depends how much or how hard you want to work. But you should never do anything that's going to hurt you. So now we're going to place both feet in the floor anyway. Bring your knees in again, and we're going to do just a little quick happy baby. Now again, if full happy baby is too much, just do half at a time like this. So hold on to your shin, your heel, the outside edge of your foot. So we're trying to get the sole of the foot up towards the ceiling. However, if you can, bring both knees in. So you're encouraging your thighs down either side of your rib cage. Soles of your feet up towards the ceiling, heels and knees in line, and at the same time you're encouraging your sit bones down towards the far end of your mat. And maybe have a wee rock from side to side. So if you're just doing one foot at a time, just allow your one leg to roll out at a time. So just treat yourself with respect and your body with love and gentleness. One more breath here wherever you are. And then nice and gently bring both knees together. Place your feet on the floor and roll over onto one side. Press into your top hand. Bring yourself up and meet me in tabletop. So knees are below your hips, your wrists are below your shoulders. So pay attention to your transitions today and make sure you do them quite mindfully as well. So take your time getting into your tabletop position. Knees are below your hips, wrists below your shoulders, and we're actively pressing the floor away. So we're not kind of going like this. So if you don't press the floor or engage the muscles in your arms, this is the shape you're going to be. You're almost in your cow shape already. So you want to press into the base of the index finger and thumb. Just very gently lift your navel back towards your spine. Take a big inhale and drop your belly down. And that doesn't mean let everything go. Still feel control, feel strong. Bottom up towards the ceiling. Bring your heart through. Lift your chin up and smile. And then as you exhale, tuck your tail. Round your shoulders. Chin towards your chest. Oh, that stretch feels so good to me today. Inhale into your cow. Drop your belly down. You know, if you do nothing else all day, and smile as you lift yourself up. Exhale. This pose, cat-cow, is so lovely. You're releasing all sorts of things. So make it your own. You don't have to sort of do it really dead straight. And then from here, we're going to tuck our toes under, walk your hands back towards your feet, bring yourself up and meet me in Tadasana. So you can either have your feet close together or slightly apart. I prefer mine slightly apart. So we're pressing into all four corners of the feet, so you can lift all the toes and then see if you can put them down one at a time. So feel you're pressing the ball of the big foot. Does that make sense? The mound of the big toe, baby toe on either side of your heels, shoulders rolling back and down, arms slightly rotated so your arms can be down by your side. Feel you're grinding down through your feet, at the same time lifting up through the crown of your head. Lift your heart up towards the sky. And soften the corners of your mouth and have a little smile in your face as you inhale and exhale. Inhale, feel that, tap into that inner joy within you. Inhale and exhale. All you have to do is feel joyful and it happens. Inhale and exhale. One more. Inhale right up to the crown of your head and exhale. Oh, just breathing is so wonderful. And then from here, we're going to inhale and take our arms the whole way up this time. Look up between your hands. Feel glad. Make some sort of a little affirmation. Feel grateful for something. And then exhale. Bend your legs deeply. Fold forward and down into Uttanasana. Maybe have a wee rock from side to side. Just check that your toes are still in line with each other, or both feet are in line. Both feet parallel to each other and parallel to the floor. Press strongly into all four corners of your feet and inhale into your flat back. So shoulders rolling back, heart center coming through, hands to your shins, thighs or shins. And smile. So we're not crunching our neck, we're just looking forward. Nice long neck and spine. Look forward. Exhale. Fold a little deeper. Let your head go. And then from here, we're going to inhale and come the whole way up. Press into all four corners of your feet. Reach up again. Bring your hands down either side of your body, and down your center of your head. And stop at your heart center in Anjali Mudra. And then bring yourself so that you're facing the long edge of your mat. And we're just going to take our feet quite far apart, about 3.5 feet apart. Bring your hands onto your hips. Roll your shoulders back. So feet, if anything, are turned in ever so slightly. Certainly not turned out. Keep a wee soft bend in your knees here so we're not sort of very rigid. Lift your heart center up, shoulders rolling back and down. And lift your heart up towards the sky. And again, smile. Big inhale here. And exhale completely. Feel grounded, feel rooted, feel energized by the earth. Inhale. And exhale, begin to hinge forward at your hips. So don't be coming too far. Bend your knees, come a bit halfway. And we're just, if you can, drift your hands down towards the floor. If they don't reach the floor, this is where you could use a couple of bricks if you want to. And keep a soft bend in your legs as well, or bend your legs as deeply as you need to make contact with the floor. And then just let the crown of your head come down, but rather than forcing the crown of your head down, feel that your heart is coming down. Feel your heart is leading the way. Inhale and exhale. 2 more breaths here. So have your knees bent as deeply as you need to. And then nice and slowly bring yourself up. Oh yes, quarter. One more breath here. And then walk your hands round towards your left foot. So you're going to do a quarter of a turn, pivot on the toes of the right, onto the toes of the right foot. So your hands are now facing your left foot. Bring your right knee down to the floor. You can keep your toes tucked or come onto the top of your foot, your choice. Press into your front foot, knee and ankle in line, and bring yourself up into Anjali Asana, low lunge. So feel as if you're lifting the upper part of your spine out of the lower part, or up from the pelvic bowl. Lift up and press down into the tops of both feet, or the sole of one foot and the top of the other. One more big inhale here. And exhale, fold forward and down, frame that foot again. Press into the toes of the back foot. Walk yourself back round so that both feet are facing forward again. And this time, again, bend your knees as deeply as you need to. See if you can take hold of the big toes. So you're going to use the first 2 fingers and your thumb and take your elbows out to the sides. So bend your knees as deeply as you need to, or you can keep your legs straight. Depends on your flexibility. And you have this wee bit of leverage here with your hands that can help you here. So don't worry about getting your head down towards the mat or onto the mat. You see people doing this, but we're not aiming for that today. So we'd probably have our feet slightly further apart if we were. So just feeling a nice stretch, bit of lengthening in the back body. One more breath here. Then release your toes, bring your hands to the floor, and we're going to walk around again. Pivot the feet round. Left knee to the floor, back into Anjali Asana on the other side. Inhale, press into the top of the foot, shoulders rolling back and down. Lift your heart center up, reaching up and sitting a little bit lower. Inhale up, exhale, lunging a little bit deeper. So feel as if all these muscles need to be switched on so you feel nice and secure. It's almost as if you're trying to bring the heel of the front foot down towards the knee of the back foot, or vice versa, it doesn't really matter. And smile again. One more breath here. And exhale, fold forward and down. Tuck the toes of the back foot under and bring yourself back into Uttanasana. And again, maybe have a little sway from side to side. It really doesn't matter. And then from here, we're going to press, bring your hands onto the floor and step back with the right foot, step back with the left foot and bring yourself into downward facing dog. And just give your dog a little walk, straightening one leg at a time, and then pressing the floor away. Lift your sit bones up, lift your kneecaps, shoulders rolling away from each other. Big arm bones rotating inwards, thigh bones rotating outwards and back. Let your head go. Nod your head yes, shake your head no. One more breath here. And then we're going to take the weight onto our left foot and leg, lift your right leg up, look forward, and exhale, step the right foot through. And then we can keep the left knee lifted, or you can plant it on the floor. We'll be bringing it down in a minute anyway. So press into your left hand, and then inhale, open up with the right. And exhale down. One more. Inhale, open up, and this time maybe see if you can feel you're bringing your right thumb back, and exhale down. Now we're all going to plant the left knee, and we're going to begin to straighten the right knee. So you're going to come onto the heel of your right knee. Feel that you're drawing this right hip back. So we're not sort of collapsing back into the left thigh. We're keeping it perpendicular to the floor and beginning to straighten the right knee. So keep a wee bend in if you need to. That's it. You're going great because this is strong. So if you're a runner and you'll have tight hamstrings. And either bring your hands onto bricks here, or maybe you'll begin to bring your nose down towards your knee. So keep that knee bent if you need to. And breathe. This is strong. One more breath here. And then gently bend that right knee. Tuck the toes of the back foot under, frame the front foot, and we're back into downward facing dog. And we'll do the other side. So take the weight onto your right foot and leg, lift the left foot up, look forward, step the right foot through, either right knee to the floor or keep it raised. Plant the hand of the right foot, plant the hand of the right foot, plant the right hand on the floor, sorry. And then inhale up with the left. So check that your left knee and ankle are in line, and exhale down. Inhale up, lift your heart up to the sky, smile, feel happy. You're strong, you're doing a great job. And exhale down. And then press into the toes of the back foot and bring yourself back. Oh, forgot about, sugar. So inhale up, begin to take the left thumb back if you can. So you're really opening up across the heart centre. And exhale, bring that hand down, drop the right knee to the floor. And we're going to straighten the left leg. So this side could be completely different. So feel as you come onto the heel of the left foot, just see how it feels. And feel that you're drawing this left hip, this left leg back up into the left hip socket. And toes up towards your face if you can. And again, keep a wee bend if you need to. Bring your 2 blocks into play if you need to. So the further forward you have your hands, the more you're going to feel it. And maybe you'll begin to fold over that thigh, that knee. It's strong. So breathe into wherever you're feeling it. And feel good that you can even think about doing this. One more breath here. And then nice and gently begin to roll forward onto that left knee. Frame the front foot with your hands. Press into the toes of the back foot. And spring forward. And we're back into Uttanasana. And then from here, we're going to take our feet the full width of our mat apart. So toes this time are going to be pointing out at 10 to 2. And we're just going to bring our hands at our heart centre and see if you can come down with a nice straight back into Malasana. So if you have your heels off the ground, get a rolled up blanket or something, put them in behind your heels, or keep your hands on the floor, because it is really difficult to sit here like this with your heels raised. But if you can, and you're comfortable with your heels on the floor, or you've got your blanket, bring your or elbows to the inside of your legs, lift your heart centre up, and breathe, and smile, and feel wonderful. Press strongly into all 4 corners of your feet. Big inhale, straight up. This is great for strengthening your legs. So feel the energy coming up through the soles of your feet. Take a big inhale here. And exhale down. Now this isn't easy. For some people it'll be easy, for other people it's totally out of the question. So any sore knees, you only come down a little bit. One more breath here. Press into all 4 corners of your feet. Inhale, bring yourself up. Promise that's the last one. You're doing a great job. It is hard. One more breath. And exhale, lower down. And this time you'll be glad to hear we're coming the whole way down. So bring yourself down onto your bottom. And we're going to take our feet out as wide as is comfortable. So we've already had a wee bit of a stretch for our hips. So hopefully this won't feel too bad. So just take your feet out as wide as you can. You can sit up on a block if you need to, or a rolled up blanket, so that you're really grounding, rooting down your sit bones. I actually like to have my heels on the mat, so maybe take your bottom off the mat. Toes coming up towards your face, shoulders rolling back and down. Lift, feet are lifting right from the sacral chakra. Lift up and shoulders rolling down. Hands onto your thighs. These muscles will feel strong because they're working quite hard. Inhale up and exhale down. Inhale up and exhale down. And then from here, we're going to begin to walk the right hand down the right leg. So it doesn't matter where you go here. Maybe you'll be able to reach your toes, maybe you'll just come to here. It really doesn't matter. But if you can reach your toes, you're going to bring your right arm to the inside of that right leg. Maybe just keep this left hand on your hip, or maybe
you bring your left hand up towards the ceiling. So you're drawing yourself down with the right side, but we're not collapsing on the right side. So keep breathing, reach up into the left fingertips. Maybe you'll bring your left hand over towards your toes. But again, here or here is equally good. Open up your heart center. One more breath here. And then nice and gently release your toes or your shin, wherever you're holding, and bring yourself back up to an upright position. And then we'll do the other side. So again, this side could feel different. Reach down, see, maybe give you an idea of how you feel. So we're not just going to collapse down, we're going to do it with control. And see if you maybe take hold of your feet or your ankle. It really doesn't matter where you are. If you take hold of your toes, so you want to be able to bend this left arm a little bit so that you're not kind of hauling down with it. So it's a sideways stretch over the inside, more or less, of this left leg. And then either keep your right hand on your hip, or you can just have it up overhead, or maybe you'll bring it over across close to your ear. Maybe you make contact with your toe. It really doesn't matter where you are. But how does it feel for you? That is the important thing. Keep breathing into the fingertips, reaching forward, or sideways really. And then gently sweep that right hand down. Bring yourself back up, and nice and gently bring both legs back together. Keep a wee bend in them, so have both your feet and knees about hip width apart. Check your sit bones, press into your hands, lift your heart center forward, and then begin to fold over your thighs and just let everything go. Allow your head to drop down in. Allow your shoulders to round. Inhale and exhale. And then maybe you feel you might like to straighten your legs, or begin to straighten your legs a little bit. So we don't need to straighten our legs ever in this pose, but maybe you feel you'd like a bit more of a stretch. So feel your lengthening through the back body, softening through the front body. And do this slowly. Forward bends are gracious, so we do it nice and easily and slowly, and we stop as soon as we need to. We don't go further than we need to, or further than is good for us. And nobody ever says the knees have to be straight or the legs have to be straight. And your toes can point away, or they can be towards your face in this pose. So find the place where you feel comfortable and you can sort of relax and let your head go. And breathe into the back body, soften into the front body. Two more breaths here. And then tell yourself, I'm coming out of this pose. And nice and slowly bring yourself up. And then from here, we're going to unroll the whole way down onto your mat. Tuck your shoulders under. Bring your knees in towards your chest. Give them a little squeeze in. And just rock gently from side to side. So as your knees go right, your head will go left a little bit. Just the tiniest wee bit of a twist. And then plant your feet on the floor, the full width of your mat, and allow your knees to knock in. Place one hand on your tummy, one hand on your heart. Tuck your shoulders in underneath. Inhale and exhale. So really send the breath down into your belly. Inhale and exhale. And just as we did at the beginning, bring yourself back and notice how you're feeling. Do you feel happier? Do you feel relaxed? Ready to get on with the rest of your day or your evening? So please just rest here, stay here for as long as you have time, or, well, 5 minutes, 10 minutes would be lovely. And just choose the thoughts that come into your head. Choose the thoughts that you allow yourself to engage with. So important to help us feel good, feel positive. So I'm now going to say goodbye. So if you're stopping now, bring your hands together at your heart center in Anjali Mudra. So thank you so much for joining me for this short practice. It's lovely to see you all here, and I hope you'll join me again soon. Let the joy in your heart shine like 1,000 suns. Namaste.